What's up, y'all? Welcome to Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews. I am Eric on the bar for today, a blended malt from the Campbeltown region of Scotland. It is Campbeltown Loch. As always here on the channel, a nose, taste, finish review of this is coming your way. I'll tell you a bit about the value, share my final thoughts, give this a final score, leave you with a malt musing. But first, if you've yet to take a second, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss any of these reviews that I drop here on the YouTubes as well. Keep you posted about happy hours and other live streams that I do on a pretty frequent basis here on YouTube. So, Campbeltown Loch. Well, it is from the Campbeltown region of Scotland. Once the largest whiskey making region, now reduced to just 3 distilleries. Well, those 3 distilleries came together to make this blended malt. So let's get into the tail of the tape on this. Winston the Whiskey Cat, what do you think? Shall we? Let's do it. So the tail of the tape here on Campbeltown Loch. First of all, it is a blended malt, which means it's all single malts blended together from different places. It is bottled at 46% ABV. Excellent. This is a non-age statement whiskey. It does not say anything about non-chill filtration or natural colors. However, my general impression is that they did not chill filter or put color in this just based on the way it looks and the bottling, and where it was made, which is at Springbank. I do wish, however, they would just put this, do us all a big favor. So that's really all all I can tell you based on what they have here on the presentation. Unfortunately, they don't really give you much information. However, consulting their website, you find out that this is a basically ex-bourbon and ex-sherry cask. So no age statement, 46% ABV, bourbon sherry cask. And it appears, as they say here, that this is created solely from Campbeltown's 5 distinctive single malts. So does that mean that Springbank and Longrow and Hazelburn, which are part of Springbank, obviously, but does that mean Springbank, Glengyle, who makes Kilkerran, and Glen Scotia all contributed to this? That's what I've heard. It doesn't say anything on here about that, though. But that's the likely case here. So that's the tail of the tape on Campbeltown Loch. And for those keeping score at home, the scan code date on this is bottled in, looks like August 12th, 2021. So I don't know that they are changing this up each time they put it out or not, but that's the case. Here is that color, which I do believe is El Natural. And with that, let's check it out. Let's get on the nose. Wonderful. Right away, you know it is a signature kind of Campbeltown whiskey. How do you know that? It's got that dunnage warehouse earthen kind of funk to it. You notice this with Springbanks. You notice it with some Kilkerrans. You definitely notice it with some Glen Scotias. It just smells old school. And I love it. Now, what else we got here? Lemon, toffee, and golden apple. That is the nose on this. There's just a little bit of a kind of smokiness in the back, but it's mostly that funky warehouse note. So kind of sweet spice, sweet sour. It's a really rich nose. Nothing is really kind of standing out too much more than anything else. Just well harmonized. All right, let's give it a taste. Solange. Rich, viscous, creamy mouthfeel. As it develops, gets more acidic, drier. Not too dry. Medium long finish. Yeah. All right. Let's get into the notes. Right away, the peat kind of effervescence. This is not a very peaty whiskey or smoky whiskey. Get a bit of it here. You're getting a nice kind of bitter fruit note, toffee spice, rich, heavy, like orange, apple, This is a very full-bodied whiskey. As it transitions into that finish, you're getting a little bit more of that lemon lime, bit of oakiness, hints of dark chocolate, medium long finish. It's even a bit kind of meaty. A savory quality to this whiskey. Definitely. All right. I'm going to put a couple drops of water on this. As I said, it is bottled at 46%. So let's check it out. A few drops. H2O. Right? Wow. That vanilla, the bourbon cask notes just come out even more with the water. Hey, Winston, what do you think? Yeah. It tames down a bit of that kind of spicy citric note. Oh man, with water, it really does tame down a bit of that bitterness. The savory notes coming through more, that funky warehouse note. It's almost a little bit like shoe polish. Sweet bitter, sweet sour. Going into a nice long finish, a little bit ashy even. Toffee, apple. All right. Okay, y'all. Let's talk about the value. So Campbeltown Loch started showing up here in the United States probably like last year, 2022. Not necessarily the easiest thing to find, but you can find it. You can definitely find it overseas and have it shipped here. And if you do, the price range on this is really all over the board. You can be looking anywhere from about $50 US to $100 US. So I'd say average, though, is probably closer in the like 65 range, give or take. I'm actually going to say this is a medium high value. And we're going to talk about why here in final thoughts. So first of all, I am, as somebody who adores Springbank and Glen Scotia in particular, this is a whiskey I was always really, really curious about, because prices of things like Springbank, even their regular 10, have gone way over up to $100, if not more. Not easy to find anymore. And I was beginning to think I was never going to be able to have that everyday drinker from some of my favorite distilleries over in Campbeltown. Well, I can tell you right now that Campbeltown Loch here fits the bill. This is a really nice whiskey. I'm really, really happy that it's bottled at 46%. It's really shows off its character. They did not cut corners with this. This isn't just some cheap NAS money grab where they're just putting out something that's, less than high standard. I think this is really good quality. I think this is one of the better value whiskeys that you can get from specifically from Campbeltown style whiskey on the market these days. This is objectively just a delicious dram. It's, obviously a little bit young, doesn't quite have the depth you want, but it makes up for it in some ways with that heavy viscosity. I'm really impressed, and the score that I'm going to give this is going to reflect that. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5, which means I recommend that you pick up a bottle of this. Campbeltown Loch, really cool backstory. Awesome that they've been able to think of a creative way to put out a quality whiskey that's affordable. Really shows off the style of the region, or at least the distilleries in that region for that matter. And I'm a big fan. So keep your eyes peeled for Campbeltown Loch blended malt. This is a whiskey, if you like style that I've been describing, this is a whiskey you should definitely have on your bar. 4 out of 5. And with that, I will kick you over to your malt musing. Catch you next time. Slush.